Kalel, you gotta get it together. You gotta wake up. Before you know it, you're gonna be compost. Okay, so you can see that her face she's having multiple procedures, you know, and I did this in the past myself to some degree. It is so screwed up that women are forced to live in this culture where they're expected to look like static cartoon images. Seriously, she is so self-obsessed. It's me, 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 me.
You think you know people, and then they surprise you.
A little bit of a backstory on myself and Kalel. I met her back in 2016, went to Sage Restaurant in LA with Joey Graceffa and herself, and had a nice dinner. It was good. It was a nice dinner, and we have been in contact on text, not for a long time now, but on text since 2015 on Instagram, so I know her quite well. So, she went back to eating animals and their unfertilized reproductive cycles. As you can see here, she's posing with hens' unfertilized reproductive cycles. So, she made this video the other day. I tried making souffle pancakes. Of course, this is really, really disappointing but, you know, I could have predicted this. I saw the signs and I talked to her about it even, but, you know, she didn't listen to me. So, recently, she has posted this picture, you know, her skin, since going back to eating animals, her skin has gotten worse. She's like, why? Why do you think, Kalel? Why do you think? Your skin has gotten worse because you've gone back to eating, you know, substances that aren't even food, you know, the flesh of animals and like the secretions. You're going back to putting things in your body that are not meant to be in there, and your body is like rejecting and saying like no. So, you know, her depression has increased, she has gained weight, which she's not happy about, and her skin has gotten worse.
But you were dead wrong. Pun intended.
So let's just like rewind for a moment here, back to 2018. This is like basically a year ago, and you can see the warning signs here. She's having a single avocado for breakfast.
So I know some of you may be thinking that an avocado is way too small of a breakfast, that maybe I should have like, Boogie, shh, maybe, maybe I should have like some toast with this, or like, you know,
yep,
that would be good. I don't have any bread right now. I don't eat that much bread lately, but
that's the first warning sign. I don't eat much bread lately because she is focusing on low carb. I could see it. She's becoming low carb, low calorie.
The reason I have just this for breakfast is it is about 300 calories, so it is a pretty decent breakfast, but I like to have a really small breakfast because I do eat late and I do like a fast. If you guys caught my health routine video.
Okay, so this is not good. You don't want to start your day with just a single avocado. Avocado is freaking amazing. Avocado is great. Eat your avocados. But if you're just going to have a single avocado for breakfast, which is low in carbohydrates, you are going to set yourself up for a binge later on. You're going to set yourself, your brain is going to be like, oh my God, you know, give me calories, give me something dense. Okay, so this is the first sign. And then she's doing this fast. So she's eating later in the day. It's like, breakfast should be your biggest meal of the day. You should be packing it in. Get the carbohydrates in. Every cell in your brain, in your body, runs on glucose, runs on basically carbohydrates. So you have to ingest a lot early in the morning if you want energy, you want to feel good, not be depressed, and feel your best.
That 80 stopped playing games and started playing God.
And so in 2017, she was focusing on becoming a healthy vegan, all right? So we'll just listen to this for a moment.
I think it might be time for me to attempt to become a healthy vegan. I mean, it was fun while it lasted. I really enjoyed all of my processed poison.
That's the thing. She was eating a lot of processed food. She was scared of carbohydrates. I think she even said like carbs are the devil or something like that in one of her videos. So she was going low carb. That's why I am always pushing my Raw Till 4 diet, because it is high carb and it's going to keep you on the lifestyle for life. If you eat enough, you got to learn to eat enough carbohydrates. It is super, super important if you want to feel your best on a vegan lifestyle. If you want to be a junk food vegan, yeah, by all means do it, but you're not going to feel your best if you're not going to get enough carbohydrates in. I've seen it all the time, people going back from not eating enough carbohydrates. So you got to get the carbs in.
Bring it on, bitch.
So something that is very interesting and noteworthy is the fact that she went back to eating animals and their secretions around the time that she was with this guy. So we see this a lot. We saw this with Giovanna and we saw it with Elise. They both went back to eating animals around the time that they got with their boyfriends. Girls, do not lower your standards for men. You are better off being single, okay? If you are going to go back to eating your friends and to exploiting animals, then, God, you need to stop being such a follower of these men, of what they do. They do not know. Obviously, if they're eating animals, they have no clue about human nutrition and no ethical bone in their body. They don't know. You have to have confidence in why you became vegan in the first place, or plant-based. Okay, so let's move on here. Let's go to this video. Let's get into it because I've been yapping a little bit. I want to hear what she has to say.
Also, I've just really been craving an old school, just me and you chilling at my apartment vlog where nothing of any substance happens.
Okay, so you can see that her face she's having multiple procedures, and I did this in the past myself to some degree, and I know where she is at mentally to be feeling like she needs to do this. Like, her face isn't moving anymore.
You guys just...
Like she's got no expression lines or anything. And this is what really disturbs me about this culture. It is so screwed up that women are forced to live in this culture where they're expected to look like static cartoon images, rather than like living, breathing, feeling humans that create lines on their face. Like it's natural to have wrinkles, but it's like almost a sin to age in this culture. And I actually remember Kalel commenting on this Instagram post that I wrote. She wrote, "Truth." Okay? Please remember that even though you can't see it in media, women's faces are in fact human faces. So this is, what's her name? Eva Herzegoza or something like that. Linda Evangelista and Brad, they are the same age, okay? And they're in the same advertisement here. And look at Brad. He, has the wrinkles, he's unshaven, looking rugged, looking basically like he would in real life. And then Linda is completely smoothed over, makeup, photoshopped and everything. So women are not allowed to age in this culture. And you can see this is what's happening with Kalel. She's getting a lot of procedures. She's had nose jobs. She's apparently had chin implants. She's had breast implants. I have myself. I know about this. I've spoken about it in the past. And, she's had a whole lot of these surgeries trying to make herself feel better. So it's not like she is just so in love with herself. She thinks she is so amazing or anything like that. It's just that she is so insecure in this culture. She feels like she, needs to change who she is. And that is screwed up. And you need to fight against that. As women in this culture, you need to say no to this. And she's obviously wearing a lot of makeup covering up, the recent acne breakout. So I talk about this a lot. I talk about this a lot in my Naked Lunchbox. I'm so passionate about this that I wrote a book about it. You'll find the link in the description below. Also find the Raw Till 4 book. It's really important you read this book. It's been getting 5-star reviews, and it is so important in this culture where we've been taught to be obsessed with our ass size and our lip colour more than our contribution to society. It seems like becoming a Victoria's Secret angel is like goals for most women, young women in this society, and that is really screwed up. Okay, like think about what it is. It is a huge waste of human female potential. You know, to be like, you know, aspiring to walk up and down this runway, this path with fashion and just like pose. Just like lifeless posing. It's like, girls, don't aspire to that crap. I had this focus when I was young as well, you know, not Victoria's Secret Angel, but also the supermodels and everything, because I was shoved in my face and I was told this is how I should be looking. You know, I should aspire to this. This is like the ultimate, and that is a lie. That is a lie that is pushed upon you to sell products and to keep you depressed, getting procedures, and, you know, not actually realizing that you are enough as you are.
Then I'd rather be alone. You won't last a week. At least I'll be alive. You can't reach into my life anymore. Not unless I let you. You're gone. And I'm so over missing you.
Okay, so let's get past this advertisement to where she starts talking. Okay.
I have my days, I've had a few days where I've been like, oh my gosh, I'm in the best mood ever, and all of a sudden everything feels normal again, and I feel like I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to go out and hang out with people, and da-da-da, and then like a few days later, all of a sudden it'll feel like I'm depressed again.
Okay, so like we all have these moments. We all have moments when we don't feel our best, but she's saying that she's, you know, experiencing it all the time. And this has been a regular, you know, a common theme on Kalal's channel, but especially since she has been eating animals again. And I know for a fact she is scared of carbohydrates. And so you would be crazy to then think that carbohydrates, you know, not getting enough carbohydrates doesn't impact on your brain health, on how you feel. There's research to conclude that that is true. So sugar for the brain. So every cell in the human body and the brain runs on sugar, basically glucose. So the mammalian brain depends upon glucose as its main source of energy. That's us, the mammalian brain. It's a critical role for physiological brain function. Okay, so in the adult brain, neurons have the highest energy demand, requiring continuous delivery of glucose from blood. In humans, the brain accounts for 2% of the body weight, but it consumes 20% of glucose-derived energy, making it the main consumer of glucose. So think about it for a moment. If you are not getting enough glucose, if you're not getting enough glucose to here, which is fuel, what do you think is going to happen? How do you think you're going to feel? Think about it. I know you can work this out because this is very simple. The answer's right here. You're not going to feel good. You are not going to feel your best. And they've done research, the long-term psychosocial effects of a low carbohydrate diet. So participants allocated to the high carb, low fat diet show greater improvements in anxiety, depression, total mood disturbance, anger, hostility, confusion, bewilderment, and depression, dejection compared to the high fat diet. Okay, there's heaps of it. Intake of raw fruits and vegetables is associated with better mental health than intake of processed fruits and vegetables. Raw is better. Okay. Does fruit and vegetable consumption during adolescence predict adult depression? The wider evidence to date suggests that fruit and vegetable consumption could be an important predictor of future depression. High fruit and vegetable intake is positively correlated with antioxidant status and cognitive performance in healthy subjects. So healthy subjects of any age with a high daily intake of fruits and vegetables have higher antioxidant levels, lower levels of biomarkers of oxidative stress, and better cognitive performance. than the healthy subjects of any age consuming low amounts of fruits and veggies. And that's what she's having, low amounts of fruits and veggies. So depression, in conclusion, prevalence of depression was high in all countries and was more prevalent among subjects who reported less than adequate level of fruit and veggie intake. So the widespread production of fruit and veg offers an opportunity for mass intervention of depression. There you go. There you go, Kalel. Okay? If you're not getting enough fruits and veggies, this is going to really affect how you feel.
And there's my confidence, which I really don't want to like heavily address in this video because I know.
Okay, the girl does not have enough problems in life. Seriously, she is so self-obsessed. It's me, 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 me. And this is a real problem in this culture. We're being taught to be self-obsessed narcissists. You know, because it's good for business. It sells products. When you are so focused on yourself all the time, when you're looking in the mirror all the time, looking at those little imperfections, and you always look outside of yourself for that fix. You know, you buy that product. Oh, this is going to make me feel better. This is going to cover that pimple and make me feel better. You know, this is going to make me a better person if I buy this product. But you know what? The answer is within you. It's always within you. All these products are a lie. Kalel, you got to get it together. You got to wake up. Before you know it, you're going to be compost. We're all going to be compost. And you're going to look back and think, well, before you compost, you're going to look back and think, why did I waste so much time worrying about shit that doesn't matter? You know, put it into perspective. Get grateful about what you actually have, that you can just spend the day in your cushy LA apartment and not even worry about, you know, securing food or water like a lot of people have to do, or shelter. You don't have to worry about any of these things.
I know I'm really negative all the time about myself and my image, and that's something I'm trying to just like stop vocalizing. But I will say I am at like my lowest confidence ever.
Yes, because you are self-obsessed, Kalel. You gotta eat well if you want to feel good, and also realize that acne, Roaccutane, I'm not sure if you're taking Accutane anymore. I remember Kalel actually telling me via Instagram in 2015 that she was taking it, and I'm like, this is bad, okay? Because I've had a family member have it, and it is really not good, and so it's no longer sold. This product is no longer sold. Accutane and other isotretinoin products are effective treatments for serious acne, but the drug can have extremely serious side effects, mental health problems, including depression, psychosis, and that, which I'm not going to say, and when taken by pregnant women, can cause miscarriage or birth defects. This is serious. This is really serious. So this is going to be part of her issue, but even before that, she always had this victim complex. Kalel, you are not the victim. The victims are the animals that you now eat and exploit.
Think of A as a bully who makes a game out of watching you squirm.
So obviously gaining 15 pounds feels like wrong, like unwanted. Maybe if like another year went by, it would feel normal to me, but it still doesn't feel normal to me, and I still don't like identify with my reflection. It feels uncomfortable, especially because my face, guys, why does my face get so puffy?
You can tell she's just looking in the mirror so much. So, you know, obviously you're going to be getting puffy face from eating animal products as well, because a whole lot comes in with the calories from animal products, okay, that are going to cause the face to puff. I had the same problem as well. And if you have the focus of losing weight, that's a problem. Okay, you want to gain health, gain happiness, become your best, become the best version of yourself. You know, that is like gaining. But if you're focusing constantly on losing, then that is obviously not going to be, you know, productive, because you're going to be jumping from diet to diet to diet, just these fad weight loss diets. So focus on getting happier, healthier, and fitter, and then you are going to get that weight loss eventually if you're not constantly focusing on aesthetics, versus your health. So that is really my biggest tip when it comes to losing weight.
It's been my first time that I've ever experienced struggling to lose weight, and it is definitely...
And it's the first time she's been eating animal products for a long, long time.
Broadening my perspective. I never knew how stressful and upsetting it can be when you have an unhealthy relationship with food and weight.
Yeah, it can be stressful and upsetting, for sure. It is, because it's like the brain is like, hey, this is not the right food. You're not eating the right food, And like I talked about it in all these studies. Fruits and vegetables are what makes you feel good, so most of your calories should come from them because we're frugivores. So the further you go away from your frugivore diet, from what you are meant to eat as a species, predominantly fruit, the more you are going to experience pain, depression, issues with controlling your weight. It's just natural. And see, she's moving away from fruits and vegetables even more into this meaty diet or into eating animal secretions, and she's paying for it.
And I just have my days where I feel I did a really good job. I didn't eat junk food. I feel like I had the right amount of calories. I'm not even like calorie counting or getting crazy with stuff like that, but I'll say to myself, okay, I had 3 meals. They were all decent size. They were whole foods. Like, I should be proud of how I ate today, da. And then I'll do that for 3 days. And then I don't want to say I binge on junk food, but like, I kind of will have like a binge on junk food.
But the reason that you do this, binging, is just the brain saying, hey, I need more of my diet. I need more of what I am designed to eat. So it sends you to things like refined sugar, for instance, coupled with fat, because it's a really big calorie hit, okay? Because she's not getting enough carbohydrates and she's not getting enough calories in general, because you can tell she is counting calories. She is thinking about calories. She always has, and she's doing it now as well because she wants to lose weight. So she's doing it the stock standard way of restricting calories, restricting carbohydrates, which doesn't work. It doesn't work long term. Okay? Sure, you might lose some water weight, but it doesn't work long term. So what is the point of just banging your head against the wall with these ridiculous stock standard starvation diets? There's no point. It's just going to lead to you binging out and expanding again. Okay, so here she is. I haven't watched this. She is standing in front of the mirror. She said she's gained 15 pounds. Yes, that is going to be from animal products, of course. Like, what do you expect? Like, she's acting like she doesn't know what's going on. It's like, you have changed the way that you're eating and you're moving away from your frugivore species-specific diet.
It's already once before, but I don't hate my body.
I mean, she's not overweight, obviously.
It's a face problem. That's the only reason I'm trying to lose weight, is because of my face. My body, it could be more toned, sure. Like, I don't have abs, but I think I'm one of the only people that, like, I'm not dying to get abs.
Okay, so she said it's just because of her face. That's because she's staring at her face so much all the time. But okay, so I'm going to leave this video here. She has obviously gained weight from eating animal products, okay? And from what comes in with the animal products that are not meant to be in the human body that will, yes, bloat us. So, Kalal, you know what to do. You know what to do, but you got to do it properly this time. You got to come back to a proper vegan lifestyle. High fruit. Get in enough fruit so you're actually feeling satisfied, or even enough carbohydrates, cooked carbohydrates if you want, but make the connection. The brain runs on glucose, takes 20% of the body's glucose requirements. 20% is huge. So if you don't give yourself enough glucose, if you don't feed yourself enough glucose, you're going to be depressed. You're not going to feel your best. And the other factor of this me thing, please get your shit together. You're going to be compost soon. You're going to be compost. Okay, do you want to get to 70 and look back and be like, man, what happened back there? This whole time, I've just been, like, obsessed with the mirror. I've basically got nowhere in life. You have so much more potential than that. It's just crazy. And firstly, in order to get better, you need to feed yourself correctly. Then you're going to start feeling better. Then the reflection in the mirror is going to change because you're going to see yourself in a better way, and you're also going to start to look healthier, feel healthier, get a new focus, and you need to get a focus beyond yourself. Something bigger than yourself and your own problems in life. Or else you're just going to be going around this circle just focusing on me, I've got this problem, poor me. It's like, no. Get grateful for what you do have. Start vision booking. And that's what I'm doing in the group. Vision booking is so powerful. If you want to check out the group, press the join button. That's what we're doing at the moment. We are doing vision booking, and it's really exciting because this works to create the future that you truly desire. All right, that's my video for today. Kalal, stop hurting animals. Stop making excuses about it. Step up. Come back to this lifestyle. Do it properly. That is my message. All right, I will see you soon.